stirred up a storm of debate among veterans, and this is an India Today exclusive that's been broken by executive editor Sandeep Unithan. The Indian Army, in the wake of what happened on Monday night, has begun stocking up on body protection suits and spiked clubs. Can you imagine that? The Indian Army has started issuing spiked clubs and body suits to its soldiers along the line of actual control in China to deal with the Chinese troops so that another situation like the one on Monday night does not happen. After 20 soldiers were killed, practically slaughtered by Chinese in the most medieval and brutal fashion using nail-studded clubs, many of them with these improvised devices wrapped with barbed wire, the Northern Army Command has now begun equipping Indian soldiers with similar equipment. Lightweight riot body gear, where these protectors comprise padded polycarbonate inserts, to protect the wearers from sharp objects and blunt stones. The first consignment, we can confirm here on India Today, has begun to be issued. 500 sets of full body protectors were airlifted from Mumbai to Leh yesterday, and they've begun being issued. This is a story that we report with extremely mixed feelings. Two nuclear neighbors, both the Indian Army and the Indian Army is equipped with advanced equipment, but as a result of protocols on the ground, medieval equipment, barbaric equipment like metal clubs are having to be issued to Indian soldiers as well. That is the status, and that is the impact of what happened at the Galwan River Valley on Monday night. India Today, Sandeep Unithan, who's accessed these exclusive details first on India Today, as always, is with me on the phone line. Sandeep, there's a level of absurdity to this story, a level of farce, if I can go far as to call it that, because these are two countries that operate very advanced weapons. These are two nuclear armed countries, with all manner of advanced equipment. But given the protocol such as it is, even though it really meant nothing on Monday night, it looks like India has now done a Me Too as far as China is concerned and begun issuing the same kind of medieval style equipment to its troops. Sandeep?
The Pangong Lake, when our soldiers were surprised by the Chinese when they weakened medieval clubs, as you said, studded with spikes. And then on the 15th of June in the Galwan Valley, when 20 of our soldiers were attacked similarly with these clubs and causing grievous injuries. And Shiv, I must tell you how these clubs, they're designed specifically to injure soldiers, to penetrate through the layers of high altitude clothing that they wear and to cause grievous injury to them. Now, the Indian Army's first concern has been to protect their troops because, as you know, there is disengagement, there are meetings at border posts, there are possibility of patrols coming face to face again. Their first concern has been to protect their soldiers, and which is why they've rushed this consignment of personal body protectors. As you mentioned, these are padded polycarbonate inserts that you're meant to protect them from sharp objects, from stones, even at the risk of making them look like riot control policemen. I mean, this is something that one of my first questions was this. I mean, does this not convert the army into a paramilitary or a police or a riot control force? But the aim is to protect the soldiers in the field. And also, I believe that the army plans to issue similar weapons to its soldiers, the ones of the kind that the Chinese have issued to their soldiers as clubs. They do not want to be caught by surprise the way they were on the 15th of June and in the clashes last month. Shiv?
Incredible. Sandeep, you're saying that these 500 consignments were airlifted from Mumbai to Leh yesterday itself, so they've already begun being issued to the soldiers.
Yes, Shiv, from what I understand, that these were airlifted by a commercial flight from Mumbai. They were shipped to Srinagar and from there driven to Leh. And I believe that in the next couple of days, you would see our soldiers on the front line wearing these protective gear because, like the army said, they do not want to be surprised again with the ferocity with which the PLA attacked our soldiers, using these clubs. We've seen pictures of those clubs that have been doing the rounds, the spiked clubs which the PLA has been using to kind of circumvent those border agreements that we have since 1993, which basically translates into the fact that guns cannot be fired on the line of control. So this is what they have sought to. And this actually tells you about the kind of planning and preparation with which the PLA has come this time around, why these transgressions, why these border incursions are very different from previous incursions in planning, in numbers, in ferocity. Shiv.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.